Okay, speaking of complicated, mages!
Oh god.
Okay.
One of them is paralyzed, so he has to make a thing.
Yeah, so it's, what is
con stamina.
Nope.
He cannot. That one cannot do anything.
Okay.
Then the other mage in the grease is on fire and has to make his acrobatics to not fall over, right?
Mm-hmm. So he falls over.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I think the rest is all good. And this mage down here that was pulled by Rosie has to stand up. So both of those have half movement if they want to move anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's going to attempt to petrify Tyrion again.
Oh no. Why do I have to get hurt? 19, there we go. Yep, so I made the save. I'm not petrified. Yay.
Alright, so unfortunately, this one succeeds and manages to paralyze Darren. So Darren is currently paralyzed, and she, I guess, drops to the ground and takes a little bit of falling damage. So I guess this one is going to move... I think this is going to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And then this one is going to move out here.
That one is paralyzed.
Okay. Oh, that one's paralyzed. Never mind. That one cannot move. Okay, so we'll do... this guy is going to... So he's going to cast Earthquake. The ground bucks and rolls in an area with a 6-yard radius. 6-yard radius. Anyone caught in the area suffers a -2 penalty to defense and a -5 penalty to speed for 1 round. They must succeed on a dexterity acrobatics test versus your spell power or fall prone.
17. Yeah.
Well, he's not prone, but he still suffers the
penalties,
effect. And we need one.
13, I failed.
So you're prone. The dragon's prone.
I did not succeed.
You're prone.
This one is going to attempt to petrify the dragon. So, dragon, go ahead and roll me a stamina test versus your spell power. Versus 17. Constitution stamina.
So that's with a +1, so I got a 19.
Nice, you're fine. Alright. You're good. You're in luck, the mage wave is over. We got
I hate the mage wave.
Alright, so first thing. Sorry,
we have to lessen the mage wave.
First thing, Inferno fire is still on my clothes, so I need to...
Is it a minor action or a major action to do?
Nope, that's free. This is for free. I can do this.
Oh, it's just for free? Okay.
Yep. Dex acrobatics 20. I succeed. Do I simply get these exams now or later? What do you say? That start her turn unless they succeed on the dex? Nope, I did. All right, so I put out the flames. I just roll onto the wall quickly, and then I'm gonna.
You do a dive roll and that pats out the flames?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do on my turn is I have the special journeyman talent for throwing weapon style. Allows me to draw... I can ready a throwing weapon. I can reload throwing weapon with a free action instead of a minor action. So I just quick draw and throw the knife on the same mage who had the other knife. So I'm just going to fill him with knives. That's a hit, I imagine.
Yeah.
12 damage. This is their armor's halved.
Okay, I'm going to paralyze once more. Oh wait, first I have to make my check. It's a dexterity acrobatics.
Yep.
Been rolling pretty good on these. That's a 4. I don't think that succeeds. So then I take the fire inferno damage.
D6 fire. 1d6 normal.
1d6 is only 2.
I take no damage because I have armor. Then I will... So I'm actually just standing in my burning clothes and just totally fine with it. The mage that is currently going after Darren, I glare at them and I'm going to paralyze them. That is a 5 stun points! Woo! I'm going to spend 4 to double cast and save 1 for chakra. And I will cast Paralyze again on... Who hasn't been paralyzed yet? I don't like what you did with the earthquake, so I'm going to paralyze. Okay. So second one is gonna be. I'm spamming this paralyze here. That is a success. So, this mage here, this guy, and this guy, both of them have to make con stamina versus 20.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Nope and nope. They're
Okay,
paralyzed.
both of those two are paralyzed. And then I'm going to move, and I doubt I can do it, but if I can, I'm gonna try to just move and like kick Pasha as I move to try to wake her up. I don't know if I don't have an action to do that, so I don't think I can.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have an action? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I'm using my movements, so I move 5. I move 1 square, and then I'm just using the rest of my at this point 7 squares to just kick.
By
So-
rule standard, it has to be damage to wake her up.
Yeah, you can't trample Pasha
Yeah.
away.
Okay. Well, I'll just move there.
Bitch.
Valor, eat her.
Okay. So Stroud. Stroud has to make a roll again in the grease. I'm assuming.
Yes, he has to make a roll on the grease, and
Acrobatics.
He automatically gets the fire damage because he starts his turn there.
That's fine. He got a 15.
That
Does not
fails.
save. He's still on the ground prone.
Okay, he's still on the ground prone, but he can still get up again.
yeah, and he takes 5 penetrating fire.
Just,
Okay.
I did that. So, okay. And so he will now. Russo is still. He's prone, and I don't know if that affects anything.
Anyone who attacks him gets a bonus. I think the +1.
So he has
A
a
+1,
minus
so he's a
2
minus
from
4.
the aura, and then he has a +1. You said, Ethan.
Yes.
So
Plus
that'd
1.
be,
So he has a net
plus
-1 against Russo.
Okay.
And Russo, you have a
Net
minus 2
minus
defense,
1.
so your defense is 20 right now.
Yep. 20 even.
I don't think he's gonna hit you. Yep, he's not gonna hit you.
Hey.
Okay. Valor is going to make a attack roll peck on Pasha.
Sorry.
Simon, listen to me.
Pasha takes 4 points of damage, but you can still reduce that by armor if need be, but that'll still wake you up.
Thank you. Just our eyes open shame.
I think people need some heals, man.
Yes, please.
So I'm going to cast Mass Rejuvenation, which should heal y'all.
Thank you.
Yep. And so I'm casting it on these people. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Daretham, Pasha, Rosie, and Russo. So you all get you get 1d6 now. So you get 6 health right now.
Nice.
And then at the beginning of your turn, please roll 1d6 and you get that health back for
Got it.
6 rounds. And I'll keep track of that as well. And I'm going to continue hiding behind the rock,
As you do.
as a squish does.
Yep.
Korrin, he is prone. He is standing up. He is now going to see Daretham.
I'm cloaked, so
You're cloaked, but stuff has been burning off of you.
yeah.
And I think will be able to notice enough of your features. And plus, he was sensing something this whole time.
Yeah.
But he couldn't quite
Pin on it.
put a pin on it until he's right in front of you. And based on his conversation that he just had with Russo, he's just going to make an assumption. And then he's going to charge towards you
All right.
with his daggers. Now, he still gets penalties, right? He gets
Yep.
like a minus.
He gets -5 on everything. Well, actually, no. He gets to make a new willpower courage test. So if he fails that, and he has a -3 to this test,
So he did not pass, so he still gets penalties.
still gets all
right?
his stuff.
He has what I'm calling favored enemy.
Okay.
Like a ranger has a favored enemy, so he does have a bonus to attack you. So let's see what he gets.
Roll low.
Your defense is what again?
He has to hit a 12, and he has a -5 plus whatever.
He will hit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he is going to. will be able to make a dual strike on you. Favored enemy, which does extra damage.
I think I might need some extra healing, Leon.
GG, mate.
Okay, first strike, 18 points of damage.
Is that non-penetrating, right?
Because his weapon, he has very specific weapons, such that as a dark spawn, it's penetrating.
Okay.
So 18 points of penetrating damage.
Ow.
Followed by 17 points of damage.
Ow.
To be fair, Korrin was made to kill your character.
Yeah.
That's his purpose in life, is to kill your character.
At the very
So
least,
18...
I now know the answer to life, the universe, and everything due to my health.
18 penetrating, 17 penetrating. Thank you, Leon, for
I
healing
am.
it before,
I am.
but...
I am very bloodied. I'm very hurting right now.
Everyone in the party, I think we're fine. There's an
Yeah, I'm ouchie here. No.
Everyone else.
And I'll say just for flavor, as he does, the hood just falls off, and he.
I don't think he's gonna say anything specific other than die. Like,
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna... He doesn't really have any... He didn't have a speech prepared.
All right.
He just wants to kill. Darren,
It's a kind of speech.
My brother, everyone.
he's not the speaker. He's not good with words. He's not a wordy person.
Yeah. So Darren makes a con stamina versus the first 17.
Yeah, I unfortunately rolled all ones.
Oh.
Unfortunately. I tried to give her a bonus because you were like being attacked, but the bonus wasn't gonna help all ones. Alright. I'm going to say that with Rosie, yeah, things are getting crazy here. So, which mage is not paralyzed yet?
I think 2 are not.
She's going to put this one into a singularity, which basically effectively paralyzes them. Effectively. Pasha, you can do something!
Woo!
Yay!
Woo!
Pasha lays down and takes a nap.
No!
Pasha, she stands up. She
she also-
surveys the scene. This is not how she left things. This is weird. She's gonna
I'm
move
gonna say
here.
just for flavor, you also get a splatter of black blood across your cheek as you see Darren just get cut by Korrin.
Just why? She's gonna. Oh dear. Okay, so as a free action, because she can do this, she's going to enter Guardian mode on Deatham. That means you get a +2 to your armor rating, and
Yeah, I have 5.
You moved. You should've
All the
moved.
warriors need to make a willpower courage. They have a -3 on this.
They only got a 12.
Okay, they
Which
still have the
means-
penalties.
So that's a -5 to their attack rolls.
-5 on their attack rolls.
And 2 fire damage to those in the fire.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they are all getting up on Derek.
Why?
Because you're a darkspawn.
There's
They're
a dragon!
wardens. Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
but
can't
they
hit the
can't
dragon
hit the
right
dragon.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, their weapons are kind of just tuning off of me.
I'm gonna die.
Pick off the things they can actually kill.
I don't have a lot of health left.
Then they can swarm on the dragon afterwards. Okay.
May you
So,
rest in peace.
What is your defense now that there's
Wait,
Guardian?
no, it
there's
was my
Guardian
turn. I need to
mode?
roll healing. I get healing. Sorry, should have done this before.
You do? Oh, okay.
4. I'll take it. I'll take anything, please.
Okay. Miss.
And they have a -5. Okay.
Hit. Yeah, that's with the -5.
Yeah.
Miss. All right, you only got hit once. Fine.
in,
Fine.
in that
Just as
case,
they all string up to strike, the curse of the calling just starts to ride through their bodies. 14 damage.
Ooh, okay. 14 regular damage.
Okay, so that's 9. Okay. And
Um,
Pacha, is that shared with you or?
so I take 2 points of penetrating damage, and I can hit the one who hit you back.
Yep,
Okay.
go ahead.
Give me a minute. Let me just take it in.
That warrior has a -3 on defense. Pasha, you have a +2 on attack.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, so that is one of you with my cutlass.
Ooh, Cutlass, yeah.
16 full stump.
That'll hit. That will hit.
Good.
I'm
Four
gonna
stump points.
bank those stump points, thank you, so I can do stuff later. And 15 damage.
15. Nice.
Which is not bad.
And they have a penalty to their armor?
No armor penalty.
Okay. Nice. Back to the top. Go ahead, Russo. Back to the top.
Cool, so I get back 4 because of Leon's thing. So I'm gonna move to here. I'm gonna see Korrin stab Dartham, and I'm gonna question, can I do that as flight speed as I yeet Korrin up with me doing a strength roll?
Ooh.
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Okay, let me roll strength. My stat matches the dragon, so I can just do it with focus. Well, actually, no, it would be a +1. So 15 with 3 stump points is what he'd have to beat if he doesn't want to go up with me.
15 with 3 strong points? Oh, yeah, he doesn't want to go with you. Is this a might
Yep.
roll?
Strength might, yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
You can take him. You can take him. Pick him up.
Okay, and then the Vinsomer could actually do this in-game, but I'm wondering if I can, as the dragon form, can I just flap my wings to start generating sand to give attackers disadvantage?
I would say so, yes.
Okay.
That sounds correct. Yes.
So can I just, what aura would you say that would be? Because there's nothing else for it.
Yeah, not that big. I would say
Everyone like
I would
adjacent
say
to you, maybe?
I would say everyone adjacent to you.
So
Okay.
Korrin and those 3 knights there.
Right.
B is
Okay.
3.
Are you doing anything else?
If I have another free action, I guess I will do a claw attack on these 2.
Okay, go ahead.
So that would be an 18.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Damage.
And that's a stun point.
Ooh,
which
and I
is-
generated 2 stump points, so I'm also gonna tail bash as I'm whipping around.
Nice.
So yeah, that'd be a 3. I'm gonna bank that 1 point back into chakra. So that's 11, and then I do the same, a 15,
Okay. Nice.
and then I'm going to roll that damage. And that's another 11, so 22 damage stacked on everyone adjacent to me, except Korrin.
It looks like the mage wave is only 2 mages now,
I've been paralyzing. I've been working on that.
unless they critical succeed, which they don't. So, okay. This one is going to attempt to do a crushing prison on Tyrion.
Wait, no, that is the one that was singularity.
No,
right?
this was the guy with singularity.
Oh, that one.
The one
okay.
the singularity is over here.
Yeah, that singularity. This is the guy still up. Okay. Yeah,
Got
so
it.
do we make the test now, if I'm correct?
But he fails his casting, and his dragon die is a 1.
Hey, roll a
Willpower,
d6.
self-discipline.
Roll a d6.
Nope, willpower self-discipline. Willpower self-discipline
Oh
first.
yeah, that's true. Willpower self-discipline.
There's no mishap now. You have to make a roll.
Willpower self-discipline against the TN of the spell?
Yep.
All right, willpower, self-discipline.
Does he have any negatives to that because of the auras?
He's out of range of the orders.
Ha!
So it's just straight willpower self-discipline, target himself.
Fails the self-discipline.
What's his dragon
Roll a
die?
d6. Roll a d6.
Nope, what's the dragon die? What's the dragon die?
Of the failed discipline
Yes.
roll?
Yes.
The failed discipline roll was 6.
Oh no!
Yeah,
he's
he's
gone.
lost in the fade.
Does that mean
All right.
Oh wait, so
So-
TN 13 faith or self-discipline test.
No,
Oh, so,
17.
okay, so he falls into a trance. Oh, roll 2d6. Roll 2d6.
Okay.
Let me just...
Oh, this is awesome.
what's happening?
11.
He is lost in the fade for 11 minutes.
I just...
So that means he's just in a trance.
And also every turn he has to make a TN 13 willpower, faith, or self-discipline test every 2 minutes to avoid being possessed by a demon.
Oh wow.
So
Every
that's
2
like
minutes.
5 rolls.
Ooh. Ooh.
So we made
All right.
something
So that
worse
mage is
come-
pretty much done for.
He's done
That
for.
man is done.
11 minutes, he's
Oh.
done.
He failed his spellcast and
First
so
mishap. One of the first mishaps. We should...
Nice.
I've had a few near
All right.
mishaps myself, but
Did we
yeah.
have this? Is this the first mishap? Actual
this is
mishap?
the first, like, I think, full mishap.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because I succeeded on my willpower, so yeah.
Well, it's not
What a
even
way to
fair.
go! Alright, so there's one mage still remaining who can do a thing.
Yes. So that mage is going to attempt another Inferno.
Okay.
And this one trying to catch Russo, if he can.
Alright.
Would that work considering I'm not on the ground?
It's a column of fire.
Okay.
That reaches 12 yards tall. It's a 12 yards tall.
It
Okay.
reaches, yeah.
It reached me. I wouldn't have enough speed to get out of it.
Okay, so it's a 6x6 square we said, so I'm just gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there we go. So when you start your turn, you have to roll some stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Can I argue Korrin
cool.
does too because he's on me?
He's grappled.
I suppose. Sure. I suppose.
That's unconvincing, but okay.
Tyrion, you're up. You lucky guy. They've been trying to paralyze you. They've been trying to petrify you. They've tried to imprison you.
And now he just effed himself pretty much. He just lost himself in the pit. I'm like,
You will not be chained, you ex-slave you.
and I'm just like this.
So that mage is incapacitated. The others are paralyzed. So.
Except for one. There's one mage left. I got the last one.
He's far away from me, and in the even. Well, actually, no. I got a ridiculous speed.
Don't worry, Tyrion. I got the last mage.
You okay? All right.
I got him.
So
I'm gonna paralyze him.
I'll help on the ground. All right. So Tyrion is going to pull out a short sword. His short sword. He's going to drop and minor action using minor. He's moving silently over there. So I'm making a backstab attack here. So stealth first. So please make a perception seeing. It's one of the. I'm targeting this guy. So perception seeing. Need to beat 18.
Fails.
Alright, he'll get an unwarranted backstab out of nowhere. With a +2 bonus, that is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
I got 2 extra sum points because of the Entropic Cloud and because I am a higher level character, so I'm going to bank 2 of those, and I'm going to use that one for Pierce Armor, so his armor's halved.
Okay.
Oof, that's a very... Nope, I forgot my d6. So that is a total of 13 damage.
Ooh, nice.
And his armor is pierced.
Yep. Dartham.
Okay. Did you, Tyrion? Did you add that extra stun point bonus?
Yes,
from
I took banked.
Okay. Dartham is going to go ahead and paralyze the one remaining mage. All the mages are paralyzed or lost in the fade.
All the mages are paralyzed.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, mage wave is over for now. And then with my minor, I'm gonna move the fuck away. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna move up to here. I want to keep them in my aura though, so I'm gonna go just to there, so they stay in the aura. And yeah, I think that's my turn. Also, any healer who wants to check my health, I don't know if you could make like a check or something, notice, but he looks really hurt, Dartham.
Unfortunately, I have no medical supplies on me because I threw that.
That's true. Alright, that's my turn. I just, yeah.
Okay, Stroud, he's still in the grease.
Just make it acrobatics.
Yeah, he gets 20.
Okay, so he's fine. He's standing.
You can continue.
But he
takes a d6
damage.
fire damage because he's in the grease.
Takes
Penetrating.
1 damage.
Rolled poorly.
Oh, 1 point.
And he, noticing that the first warden is being taken away by this dragon, he is going to attempt to... Can he not reach you right now? I'm guessing.
Tommy said he flew up, so I imagine... I think maybe because it's 12 yards, so probably Tommy can be attacked, or like he can try to jump on him, I imagine.
Like 12 yards? No, it's pretty high. 12 yards.
12 yards, true.
40 feet, if he's up there.
Yeah, okay, then yeah, no. So he probably can't reach Russo.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to reach Russo. Can he reach Korrin, I'm wondering, or at least
Russo's
grab
like
Korrin.
in Korrin's claw, so it's anything, it's higher.
He will go up and attempt, but he's not going to be able to make it. Valor is up. Valor is going to attack the warden in front of it, which is probably tough on it because she's used to being friends with wardens for the most part, so that's going to be a little different for her. That will hit damage.
Also, the wardens
14
have
points of
-3
damage.
defense if that affects anything.
Okay. All right, Leon, you're up.
Okay.
Acrobatics, Dex acrobatics.
That is a +3, so I'm guessing that's not enough.
Nope.
Well, GG. How much damage, or can I just not move? Or
No, you
it's,
just.
you're prone, and it's 3d6 plus a number.
No, he's not prone. He's not prone. You're only prone if you succeed.
You take 25 points of fire damage.
Ooh, ouch.
oh, I had not been touched since. So 25 points.
Any target that leaves the column of fire continues to burn, taking 1d6 damage at the start of their turn until they succeed on a dexterity acrobatics test.
Sad face.
Versus.
So, I'm gonna move here, hide behind this rock because it's a big rock, and then I'm going to cast Rejuvenate on Daretham. So he'll get 2d6 each turn.
Okay.
Oh!
I'll take it.
Oh.
I'll take it.
There's the button. Click. He's. You get 1d6 now, which is 2.
Every little bit counts.
Then yeah, that's all I can really do because I moved and I did spell. Cool.
All right, Korrin is up, and I guess he's technically still in the aura, so he still gets a -5 to things. Right?
He has to make a willpower courage first to see if he succeeds on the aura.
So he gets a -5.
-5, yep.
I don't think he's gonna hit Russo.
Russo has 22, and he's a -5, yeah.
Okay, Russo. Darren is going to attempt to get out of her paralyzation. That will not be enough. Paralyzed is always really annoying. Rosie is going to... she has to maintain the singularity, technically.
So she'll just do that.
So she'll just do that.
Maybe she wants to move away from the knight so she doesn't get attacked.
Yeah, I think she's gonna move towards Leon.
Also, Rosie gets 4 health,
Ooh, thank you. That helps a lot.
and then Pasha will get 3 health.
Thank you. So Pasha is going to expend all of her chakra points to do a cyclone attack.
Ooh.
With that, everything within 3 tiles of her, which I think might be all
Includes
of the
Shroud. Yeah.
warriors.
Yes. Nice.
Yep, literally everyone.
Everyone.
So it's basically a basic attack to all enemies. Should I
Correct.
just use the cutlasses? Because that's...
Oh yeah, also
Yes.
hard.
Yes,
Korrin,
correct, 'cause
Korrin
that's the
can try to make
weapon
a
you're
strength
using.
check to break free of Russo if he wanted to.
But he's also like 12 yards up.
He's 12 yards up, but yeah. Wait, how far up did you fly, Russo?
It's a 14.
I
It's a
couldn't
14.
be any higher than like 6 or 8 yards because I'm still in the
Okay,
fire.
Okay.
Korrin's might is 14.
Okay,
14.
let me see if he beats me. 18. No.
Nope. Okay.
Alright.
I'd also just like it noted that if Pasha can do the damage non-lethally, then she
Yes,
is...
you can.
Thank
Yes, you can.
you. That is 21 non-lethal
Oh my.
damage.
Gosh. And it's because of it. It's part of your chakra ability. It is penetrating. Nice.
And that would include Korrin too, because he's 6 yards up. So
Okay.
Also, I think Pasha's just gonna put a hand on Valor's shoulder and just say, if this makes you uncomfortable, you don't need to do this. You can just sit it out. It's fine.
Yes. How sweet. All right. Cool. The warriors definitely are shooken up by
Willpower
what Pasha
courage.
just did. Yes, I will roll for all of them. 13, so no.
no, they have -3
So
and
they
you
all
have to
get a
get a 20.
-5. what is Pasha's defense? Because they're all gonna swarm on Pasha because she just whooped their butts.
20.
And they have a -5 still,
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they're gonna hit you.
unless they crit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. None of them crit. So
There's still like 3 guys over here. What they're doing?
they can't do much. These guys are probably going to go up
after
to
me?
Tyrion.
Probably. I'm still the Darkspawn.
I don't know if they can hit you yet. Well, 2 of them will hit Tyrion. What is Tyrion and Darethim's defense?
-14.
Mine
Tyrion's
is
is, I don't know.
16.
Nope. Okay, so we're back to Russo. However, in the interest of time, you certainly have gotten control of this battle. The mages are paralyzed. These guys can't hit anything. So
Well, I will
clearly
say they
you
can't
guys-
hit anything, but after 3 more rounds, my AoE will go away, and they'll only have a -2.
Yeah, I still think it's going to be... That's still 3 rounds of you guys messing them up.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that you will win the battle effectively. So my question is, what is Russo's plan at this point?
Okay. So, I guess after he sees everything's got away, and I'd assume he would have grappled both Shroud and Korrin, he's gonna basically drop them on the ground and transform back and just say, yield.
And I think with after everything that's happened, Korrin is going to begrudgingly, he's not happy about it at all, he's going to begrudgingly tell his people to at least temporarily parlay. Okay. So they'll stop. He's still eyeing Darethim with utter hatred in his eyes.
I'm gonna walk up to Korrin and basically just kneel down and turn to Pasha. Go get Fergus.
And his men, too.
I'm gonna-
Pasha nods, and she'll take Valor, and she'll head into the cave to go get Fergus and the rest.
Does Darren break the paralyze, by the way?
Yeah, she will. She will eventually.
Tyrion will round up the Grey Wardens, like just to like, alright. Sort of like put them in a group.
Oh, does that one mage have to roll against being an abomination?
They have to make
Sure, what do I have to roll?
5 rolls.
TN 13 willpower or willpower faith or self-discipline.
Help us from you.
And they have to make 5 different rolls.
13.
And they have to make 5 rolls for
Willpower.
that.
5 rolls?
Yes.
And they have to, if they fail any of them, they turn into an
Yeah,
abomination?
yep, correct.
Or... Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I have to do 13 5 times.
Yep.
That's what you're saying.
Um,
Nope. All right.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
So it'll turn. Yeah. So that warden will turn into an abomination, and I mean, I think that in and of itself is enough of a cue for
Yeah.
for Korrin to tell his men to stop what they're doing, other than incapacitating the abomination. So
Okay.
I'm just going to say that
We team up to fight the abomination, and then
all of you have to team up to take down the abomination, and it's of course going to be heartbreaking for the wardens who knew that particular mage. But again, in the interest of time, we'll glaze over that, unfortunately, because I want to make sure we get to the meat of this. So that warden was one casualty of this.
notably, we didn't do that technically. He did it to himself.
Yep.
True.
It's all not our fault.
Fergus does come out eventually, and Korrin is going to say, "So you couldn't face me yourself, and you had to send a third party to fight your battles?"
I'm just gonna not even looking at Korrin slap him across the face.
Oh, nice. You don't even have to roll. Just roll me a unarmed strike, which will probably be what?
We just heard a
2d6?
We heard aloud.
2d6, I guess. Whatever.
We heard
He
aloud.
takes damage.
We heard aloud.
He takes 5 damage.
Several of the wardens on his side are going to attempt to, move towards you, but Korrin will raise up his hand. He will raise up his hand to tell him to stop.
Okay, brother. I think it's fair to say your little rebellion's bout over. Whatever, not even rebellion. I think it's safe to say this little war, coup, whatever you want to call it's done.
I wasn't the rebel. He and his group were the ones that rebelled.
Well, he was the first one before you, so technically...
And yes, and he went completely against our ideals and our code and our vow as brothers and sisters.
Isn't your vow to end the blights?
Yes, it is.
And how is developing a cure for the blight not staying to those vows?
Does a cure exist?
Yes, a prototype.
Toss to Dareth.
Prototype does not count.
He's incapable of infecting.
That doesn't mean that the Darkspawn cannot kill in other ways besides the taint.
Yeah, and so can a bandit, so can a harbinger, so can a crow, yet we're not hunting them to the ends of the earth, are we?
Grey Wardens are supposed to destroy the Darkspawn. And I told you, Fergus says, the Grey Wardens are supposed to end the Blight.
And is there a blight going on?
I don't know. Last I checked, we're missing 2 of the archdemons in the Deep Roads.
Well, we can give at least a half answer to that. As we said to Fergus, the Magister side reels, 5 of them, are awake. The Augur of Rossicale herself has been awakening the dragons, driving them insane and attacking. I imagine the 2 remaining archdemons were awakened by her.
Korrin says, 1 catastrophe at a time. First, I want to take care of these insurrectionists. Stroud, who's been listening, you can kind of tell. Actually, roll perception empathy, I guess.
Okay.
I'll roll one too.
I can roll 2.
I'll roll. Just to see.
So 12.
13.
17.
10.
12 or above, you kind of get a sense that Stroud, he's a kind of man who's pretty traditional, which is probably why he's on Korrin's end of the team.
Mm-hmm.
However, he does seem to be a reasonable man, and you can tell that he's not 100% approving with the way that Korrin is behaving, acting, talking at the moment, just as an FYI.
The Wardens implanted Korrin as the new First Warden. At least, your majority did. That is not to be denied. However, the Wardens can equally take away that if they find you unfit. I simply ask the Wardens, not you, Korrin, but the Wardens, would you rather kill a few Darkspawn now who can think or end the Blights?
Have no right to speak to me, much less use my name. Darkspawn scum.
And you really have no room to talk either.
Why do you say so?
Well, for one, you lost. 2, I don't think you really would have turned things around if you weren't conscripted.
That kind of hits him a bit. And he said, I've made more of a success of my life than you did.
So, really, are you a law speaker? Did you make everyone aware of Archon Rodonis? Are you liberating the world from these dragons going insane? Are you hunting sidereals that have risen from the depths?
he doesn't really, he pauses for a moment because he doesn't really know how to respond to that. And Stroud looks very impressed by this. Actually, all the Wardens kind of look impressed by this. I think at this point, like, Korrin is at a loss for words, and more of a like, meh, because I said so, meh. Like,
yeah,
kind of a attitude.
I'm gonna look at the Wardens and just say the Anderfels is a plague with all the Darkspawn that's going around. The awakened Dart causing problem is those that are still hunting and hurting those who live in this region. Why squabble?
And Daretham will actually say, the awakened Darkspawn have been allies of the Dwarves of Orzammar now, in secret for... And it would have been like, what, 10 years at this point?
10 years.
For a decade. If they wanted to do something, they could have done it by now.
If they had known about it, they could have done something by now. As far as I know, the king Kine himself has purposely kept it a secret from the rest of the Darkspawn. Basically, the exact same thing that Fergus did to us and our organization.
And look how you reacted. There's a reason why they did so.
Well, we probably would not have reacted as badly if we found out that they weren't keeping secrets for that long from us. And as he says that, like, Rosie kind of looks at Leon just for a little bit, because he's like, he's got a point.
As far as our knowledge, the Wicked Darkspawn haven't hurt anyone on the outside. The only thing that's becoming a problem are those are still roaming around. Those are still chained to the will of the Blight.
I also believe that you, Korrin, have been clouded by your own self-interests.
Self-interest? My self-interest has been to make sure that we maintain the integrity of this organization and diminish the Darkspawn threat.
But almost everything you've said has been a needle against Daretham here. You've disregarded all of his arguments. You've disregarded any sort of logical sense to keeping the Darkspawn around.
He turns to Daretham. Very well. He looks at you and he says, Darkspawn. He doesn't refer to you by Daretham.
Yeah.
What would you be willing to sacrifice to save your people?
I don't know. Before I could have told you my life. Possibly that's what this cure is. But now,
And his eyes glance to Darren.
a lot. But maybe not quite everything.
So you're saying you would not give up your life to save the Darkspawn?
I might not. I can't say right now, as it's not at risk.
I will be willing to at least entertain this possible alliance with the Darkspawn under the condition that justice is served rightfully with you, Darkspawn, he says, pointing at Daretham.
And that justice is.
My brother made a promise to me a long time ago, and I wish for him to honor said promise. Only then will I willingly stand down. And you can probably gather he means execute you. Mm-hmm. You can probably gather that. Execute you, basically.
Korrin, would you say we were ever given much of a choice growing up?
Of what the situation we were in? We were elves. Of course we weren't given many choices in life.
And do you think we were really given much of a choice that wasn't overly persuaded to do what we did?
I don't see your point.
My point is, we were forced to do what we did, to a degree, but ultimately, we still made a choice. Daretham, you didn't get that. Any agony me or you have gone through has been insignificant to the 1,200 years of Daretham's suffering. The fact that he's even mentally here right now is a testament to how well he's recovered. For me to serve him justice is to kill on spot, and I refuse to do that. And you know Mother wouldn't want you to do that either.
How do you know what Mother would or would not want?
Because she gave up everything for us. We never found Dad because he didn't want us to begin with.
Are you going to stand here and badmouth our father as well?
What did he really do for us, Korrin? He taught us how to fish, he was around till I was 5, and then he said, "Not my problem," and then left us both. How hard do you think that was for her?
Well, what do you want me to say? I spent a little bit more time with him than you did, so yes, I've formed some attachments during the short time that he was around.
And I get that. If Davin's still out there, we can try to find him. But this isn't helping. And you know, had Mother told the truth about me, maybe we wouldn't be in this circumstance. Did Mother ever tell you the truth?
She did. And I wanted to say something, but I Out of respect to her, I bit my tongue and I never said a word.
Then you know how much more that hurt when I found it out in the Tirashan a few months ago.
How did you find out in the Tirashan?
I'm gonna crumple through my jacket and pull out like an envelope that's got all of Lyra's letters in it.
He will take a look and he will read the letters and this is Mother's handwriting. Where did you find these in the Tirashan? I want to go there.
Well, I'd take you there. Unfortunately, that redhead made it so the house doesn't exist anymore.
You did what? He says, looking at Leon this time.
To be fair, it was my house to begin with, and it's burned to the ground.
You burned it to the ground?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a symbolic gesture of, moving on, but, we
Daretham
collected.
holds in a cough. I'm moving on.
Well, that's not very convenient for me and how I can move on knowing that this was in that house. There could have been others from our mom. You let him burn the house down? He says, looking at Russo.
He had his own reasons, and everything that belonged to our mother I made sure to grab. If you want, you can even have her portrait that I took from the house.
I would like that, yes.
Korrin, I for a long time wanted to do the worst thing to you, then I realized I'd be no better than how we were if I did. I'll give you the portrait. I'm fine to walk away from you, but there's two things that have to happen. One, you have to appear before the Pentavive. And whenever that is, I might even go with you. But we need a final answer for what happened back then. And two, give the Awakened a maker-forsaken chance.
What you're asking me is very difficult to do.
And you don't think I feel that way?
If you only wanted me to do one of the two, what would it be?
I'd prefer the Awakened.
Very well. I'll tell you what. This is going to be my offer, and I will make a compromise. I will not personally reach out to the Awakened, but I'm not going to make any actions necessarily to attack them or to attack Fergus's group as of right now. As far as I'm concerned, the Grey Wardens are going to remain separate. We don't bother them, they don't bother us. We're completely two different groups for all I care. I will go back to Weishaupt, we will continue our affairs, address this Magister Sidariel mess as we see fit, and if Fergus wants to take whatever group that they're going to end up being and pursue this Awakened initiative, they can do so without us. That's my offer.
What's your opinion on that offer, Fergus?
I think under the circumstances, Fergus says that is the best agreement we can make today.
Korrin? I will bite my tongue. I will not tell the Pentavive where you are. And I will take that deal with one caveat. And that is, at a certain point, you go see them. And when I say them, the Awakened, you talk to them, you hear their stories, hear their suffering, and then go from there.
Are you going to make me promise?
Yeah.
Very well. Then you will excuse me for saying that you can hold me to that promise the same way that I held you to the promise that you made to me.
So if I tell the Pentavive, that doesn't matter?
Ultimately, no. It's not like they wouldn't be able to find me very well to begin with. I'm first warden, after all. If they want to confront me, they can come to me. Darren's probably going to lean towards Daretham and say, I don't think that's going to play out the way he wants it, but it's his choice.
It's really not going to play out the way he wants it. I mean, two of them helped kill a high dragon with us. That's two of them. And there's four.
He did. He's definitely dead.
He did.
Well, on the off chance they do find you, in my experience, they aren't unreasonable. And I would recommend you appeal and renounce what you've done. But I'm not going to be the one in control of that.
I did not expect you to. Russo, you and I, we've gone our separate ways, and we've learned to take care of ourselves. I don't need you.
And the feeling's mutual. I didn't need you as much as that hurts me to say.
He turns away from you, and then he looks at Pasha. And then he says, stay with him.
Keep yourself safe, Korrin.
You as well, Pasha. It was good to see you.
The feeling's mutual.
Turn around, he says to all of the wardens. What? He says, I said turn around. Okay, so all the wardens turn around. They're facing. Korrin walks over to Pasha and begrudgingly gives her a hug.
Yay! Pasha just like, yes! Like she's smoothing his hair and like wiping any blood she can off of him, just like, yes! This is what I live for.
Daretham is so tempted to cast hallucination on the warden so they can see this, but he refrains.
He will pull away. It lingers, but it might not linger as long as Pasha would have wanted it to, but he pulls away. And then he tells everyone, at ease. And then the wardens turn around. And he said, very well, it's done. You heard me, men, women, back to Weishaupt. And so the wardens are going to start to march off. Stroud's going to linger a little bit near the end.
Korrin, 2 things before you go. I'm going to pull down my pack, and then I'm going to take Lyra's portrait out of it, like I promised. And if Pentavive doesn't kill you, and you ever feel the need to try again with me, doors open.
I will tell you one thing. He takes the portrait. When I first found out about your secret, the secret that you didn't know about, I felt very upset. But I never hated you. Did I feel like you didn't belong for a while? Yes. For a while, I felt like you didn't belong, that you weren't truly a member of our family. And I can't honestly say that I'm sure how I feel about that now. Maybe if things worked out a little bit differently, you and I would be a lot closer.
Yeah. It's a shame the Blight had to ruin things for both me and you.
Yes. It's a shame.
Like I said, offer stands, and whatever you decide, I'll respect. No. Maybe one day you could meet your nephew, and I'm gonna give him like a little punch on the shoulder and hold my arms open for a hug for the road.
I don't think your nephew wants to meet me. And to be perfectly honest, I'd rather not meet him either. It brings back too many memories from the past.
Like I said, your call, but maybe when he's older he can understand where we were. And Russo's gonna keep his arms open for a little bit longer. If he doesn't, he'll slowly put him back down.
Korrin will walk towards you, and he will not like not like
Yeah.
give you a hug. It's more like a
Like a bro hug kind of
awkward,
thing.
like a bro. It's an
A
awkward bro
begrudging hug.
begrudging hug. Yes. Like, I don't hate this, but I don't love it either, kind of thing. So,
Middle of the road.
Well, take care of yourself. And Russo's gonna pick his hammer up and sheave it and start walking back to the group.
he will give you a nod, and he will say, try not to get killed by those dragons.
You think the Sidereal's got a better chance?
And with that, he is going to turn around and leave. As I said, Stroud's going to linger for a little bit, and he's going to say, my apologies for anything that the first warden had said that may have possibly misrepresented the wardens.
I just hope these lands are so protected by them. People suffer enough already.
Well, perhaps if you're ever at Weishaupt, I hope that our reunion will be less bloody than this one.
Well, it went about as safe as it could, considering there was only one fatality.
Yes, that is still unfortunate. But we thank you for helping us incapacitate our comrade.
Do you think Korrin will hold true to his word here?
I believe that Korrin will find himself before the Guardians one way or another. The Guardians have a tendency to follow through with situations like that.
Yeah. Write me. Let me know if he takes up that promise to go visit them one time.
Very well. And he is going to make his way off.
He's just gonna stroke his hair back, kind of like, whew, that was a lot. And then he's just gonna turn to Fergus. Do you think anything will come of this? Or do you think we only put a pause?
I think we made some progress, if that's what you're asking. I think that we, wardens, I suppose, our group at least needs to reinvent ourselves. I'm not really sure what that's going to turn into, but I think that keeping the separate groups is the right call.
It's understandable.
Do you have a plan for a new base?
We have been thinking about it since we seceded. Seceded, is that the right word? Seceded?
Yeah,
Out of
seceded,
character?
yeah.
We have been since we seceded. I'm not sure.
Can't you, if you believe with the Awakened, can you just make your way down to Ferelden? See if... Well,
That would
it'll be
make a lot of
difficult.
sense.
It will be difficult since I doubt that many people know of the Awakened Darkspawn.
That's also if Maximilian approves what
Yeah.
if Maximilian approves of what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think here in the Underfells, due to their threat of the Darkspawn as it is, a group like Korrin's, they'll find it here. It's just problematic.
Well, as unfortunate as this event has been, I think it resolved itself fairly well. No one really died. Well, one person died, but there wasn't a giant civil war. People are free to leave and join their own company. The Grey Wardens are going to help us fight the Sidereals.
Yes, Russo, my thanks, Fergus says. You didn't have to involve yourself in that. And I understand that there was a personal stake in it, but regardless, thank you for assisting in our situation.
No problem, Fergus. I came today to prove that I was the better man, and I think I have.
I think everyone, including the wardens that were with Korrin, felt that way.
Alright. Well, I don't plan to make this any awkwarder than it has to be, and this will be interesting to hide from Violetta. We're kind of together?
You're together.
Andrea never mentioned this.
She didn't know. It's pretty recent.
Oh, really? She normally is on top of gossip like that, but somehow she seems to know most everything. I have no idea how.
Probably the crows.
The crows? Andrea is with the crows?
Oh, he didn't. No, she's not.
Excuse me?
A second Picard facepalm from Darren.
Andre over here just, okay, hit list. Alright.
I think actually Darren and Darren both just like Russo.
Darren like again whispers to Darren, and she's like, so yeah, that law speaker probably needs to do a little bit less speaking.
Andre pulls out her hit list, adds Russo.
I have a lot to talk to my sister about the next time I see her. Does that mean that her husband doesn't know?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Darren says, okay, Russo, I think that you've done enough dysfunction for your own family. It's no need to dysfunction.
Only that last bit, so we don't want to make any wild theories.
Yeah, I should stop while I'm way behind.
Yeah,
Fergus, just go and help the Grey Warden instead of where you need to go. At least it's best for the land.
And with that, Darren's just gonna like grab a hold of Russo's arm and just kind of guide him away. And while she's doing that, she kind of whispers to Russo, says, "Why didn't you could have also explained how much Violetta said you had a huge character while you were at it."
Did she talk about that to everyone?
Do you deny your huge character, Russo?
My character is my character. It doesn't need to be shown.
She just kind of chuckles.
So, what's our next destination?
We'll have to see. Best we rest up first, though. I think. Yeah, but first off, we need to rest.
Yes.
Because you two look like hell.
Ow.
We may also need to send a letter or two.
I was going to say, would we be able to go to Weishaupt Fortress? They might have information on the Magister's sidereal. Information that we cannot get, but as Grey Wardens,
Possibly,
they
yes.
might.
I would love to peruse their library.
If they allow us.
Well, Korrin will let you in for sure, Pasha.
Maybe I should stay outside with Paul.
You should.